Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. This is T. Kirtana from Department of Electronics and Communication from Shiv Venkateswara College of Engineering. So today we are going to learn about the topic modulation. What is modulation actually? And types of modulation and the process of modulation, needs of application, etc. So first, what is actual process of modulation? It is the transformation of data or information into electrical or digital signal over a medium is called as modulation. So, the process by which data or information is converted into electrical digital signal for transforming that signal over medium is called as modulation. And here we have demodulation. Getting back the same signal from a medium, like getting back the same information or data, is called as demodulation. It increases strength for maximum reach of the signal. The process of extracting information or data from the transmitted signal is called as demodulation. Then, a modem is a device that performs both modulation and demodulation process. The various forms of modulation are designed to alter the characteristics of carrier waves. The most commonly altered characteristics of modulation include amplitude, frequency, and phase modulations. Then next, what is actual process of modulation? How does it goes on? So here we have two signals, that is message signal and carrier signal, both together forms a modulated signal, and here is a modulated signal, and this process is called as modulation. So M of t, C of t forms a modulated signal. Then next, what is the needs of modulation? So reduction in height of the antenna, modulation for multiplexing, reduction in height of the antenna. When free space is used as a communication media, messages are transmitted and received with the help of antennas. For efficient and easy transmission, reception of unmodulated signal, the transmitting and receiving antenna height should be more. In order to reduce height of the antenna, signal must be modulated. So here the antennas are used in oil and as we know. So to reduce the height of the antenna, we use the modulation process. So as the data must be passed sufficiently, right? So here to reduce the antenna, height of the antenna, we use the modulation technique. And modulation for multiplexing. Multiplexing is the process of combining several message signals for simultaneous transmission over a common communication channel without any crosstalk or interference. For sending each signal, we need separate channel. So each signal needs separate channel. If the signals will come close together, then there will be a disturbance in the channel, disturbance in the output also. Then practically it is impossible, but still we have to dif- uh, what do we say? We have to separate the signals into the each signal, each channel. Sorry. Then, for transmission and reception of multiple signals over a common communication channel without modulation. By doing modulation, different message signals are translated into different spectral locations, enabling the receiver to select the desired signal without crosstalk and interference. Then these are the needs of modulation, like reduction of height of the antenna and modulation for multiplexing. The next one. So here first we are going to see how to reduce the height of the antenna. Like we have baseband analog signals and modulators, three modulators, carrier 1, carrier 2 and carrier 3. And here is the antenna size is reduced. Height of the antenna is reduced. And here the modulation process or technique is used. Then here, how does this multiplexing is goes on? One signal will carry one channel. So one signal pass through one channel, another signal pass through another channel. This is not possible, but still we have to do it. Then only the output will get clear. Otherwise, there will be a disturbance in the output. Then next is application of modulation. Analog and digital communication, long distance communication, noise immunity, data compression, and bandwidth efficiency. So first, analog and digital communication. Modulation techniques are used to transmit analog and digital signals over a communication medium. Then long distance communication. Modulation is essential for long distance communication as it allows signals to be efficiently transmitted over long distances without significant degradation. Then noise immunity. Modulation provides a mean to improve the robustness of communication systems against noise and interference. Then data compression. Modulation can be combined with coding schemes to achieve data compression in communication systems. Then bandwidth efficiency. Modulation techniques help maximize the ultimation of available bandwidth communication channels. The next is what is DSBSC signal? Like double sideband suppressed carrier modulation. What is it? Like what is the amplitude modulated wave transmission scheme in which only sidebands are transmitted and the carrier is not transmitted as it gets suppressed. DSBSC is a acronym for double sideband suppressed carrier. The carrier does not contain any information and its transmission results in loss of power. Thus, only sidebands are transmitted that contains information. This result in saving of power used in transmission. Then how this DSBSC signal is generated? We use modulating signal x of t, and here is a cos omega c of t, and here we have a modulator, product modulator, then x of t cos omega c. This is a DSBSC signal and this is the expression for DSBSC signal, and which we see the output. By the modulating signal we find and the product modulator we find DSBSC signal. Then what is DSBSC signal? Double sideband suppressed carrier transmission is transmission in which frequencies produced by amplitude modulation are schematically spaced above the below the carrier frequency, and the carrier level is reduced to the lowest practical level, ideally being completely suppressed. In the DSBSC modulation, unlike in AM, the wave carrier is not transmitted, thus much of the power is distributed between the sidebands, which implies an increase of the cover in DSBSC compared to AM for the same power use. DSBSC transmission is a special case of double sideband reduced carrier transmission. It is used for radio data systems. This mode is frequently used in amateur radio voice communication, especially on high frequency bands. And this is all about DSBSC signal and the modulation. Thank you.